I mean, I'll let her do it, but I'm gonna think about you a certain way.
Q, are you gonna? So Q, are you gonna like ass up? Are you laying down?
I wouldn't be on all fours. No, I'll probably put my leg up. Hold on. Listen to me. I wouldn't see. I ain't no dude like. I ain't gonna put both legs. I'm just do one.
Please come and get me now.
I'm gonna just do one.
What you gonna do? Hang one off the bed?
Just like this here.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Straight Chaos No Chaser. I am Adrian, your host. And today my guests are Tiffany and Q. What up, y'all?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing.
Nothing much.
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Just cheesing.
Good to see you.
It's always good to see you. Got a lot of good things going on. I got some good people on here today. Not that I don't have good people on here all the time, but y'all making some moves right
Don't
here.
lie to them now.
I'm telling you. Don't try to finesse them now.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? I got to make sure that everybody know they're important, okay?
Right. You don't want nobody to feel neglected.
That's right. It just might be levels to this, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think it's levels to this. Well, before we get into the things that we're going to be talking about today, I want to make a toast. Y'all got y'all drinks?
Yep.
We ain't taking shots today. We're going to try to act a little civilized a little bit. So let's make a toast to being open and making it plain. Cheers.
All right.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This ain't no alcohol. I'm an honest person by default. See, I'm doing a detox, and I can't have alcohol. And it's gonna be real hard because I'm coming to the 80s weekend, and I'm going to the.
Coming today for?
I'm going to the One Music Festival, but I don't know how I'm not gonna drink and be at this festival.
I don't know how that's
gonna drink.
Yeah.
Huh?
You just gonna drink.
Well, it's kind of like it's kind of like I want to. It's like I can't eat certain foods as well, and I can't have alcohol. But one of them gonna be broken, and I'm thinking I'm gonna take the food over the alcohol.
That's fucking retarded.
Why?
I would definitely take the alcohol.
A music festival sober ain't fun.
To you, it ain't.
All right, do it.
Hungry ain't either.
Exactly. You ever been drunk at a festival?
Yeah.
Like throwing up
amazing.
Drunk? It's horrible.
No, you ain't gotta get fucked up like that.
It's horrible.
But if she don't eat,
she's gonna
be cranky.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. Come through.
Exactly.
Come through with that knowledge, because Q over here on.
Yeah, we have to have food.
We gotta eat.
Get attitude pretty quick.
Y'all the ones.
Women just need to know when to stop drinking. Y'all just, women just drink.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I know. Drink that. Sorry. I didn't mean to start off like that. I'm sorry.
No. Please start off like that, because that's who you are.
Sorry.
Give me the energy. Come on. Give me the smoke, Q.
Nah.
Please give me the smoke. And I'll tell you what, my first drink, I'm going to take a selfie. If I drink, I'm going to take a selfie. And I'm going to be like, this for Q.
Okay. Thank you. Please.
Is it just a one-day thing?
It's 2 days. It's Saturday and Sunday. And I'm really going because I love the music artist Her. And so I want to see her. I was going to go to her festival in California last month, but I ended up not going. And the Isley Brothers going to be there. I need to see Uncle Ron.
They were in Macon recently.
Yeah. See.
They either they were in Macon recently, or they're gonna be here like doing homecoming. It's one of the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to be there. So it's Saturday and Sunday. I need to figure out what time the like the artists are performing, because I'm not going out there like 12 o'clock just for nothing, for no BS.
Yeah, you need the agenda.
So today I want to ask, in which I always ask, what's good, what's bad, and what's ugly. So Tiffany, it don't matter what it is. What's good, what's bad, and what's ugly?
Okay, so what's good right now is we just completed the first episode of Minding My Business reality show, which I am a cast member for. So
how did this happen?
You know, it's so random. My friend, they had posted something on Facebook like they were doing a casting call. And my friend texted me the flyer and was like, hey, you should see information in. So I was like, okay, I'm not thinking anything of it. So like a little bit after that, I guess like maybe a month, I got an email just saying, hey, we want to do a Zoom call with you. No, I had to send in some information, like my name, my bio, some pictures of me, what my business was about, all of that. So then I got another email saying they want to do a Zoom call with you. And I think it was probably like 2 or 3 people on the Zoom call. And they were just asking me questions about my business. But then they started asking, like, what happens if you have a castmate who is disrespectful? How would you respond? And, you know, that type of thing. So
it ain't going to go well.
But I played it nice. Because I'm trying to be Tiffany and not Tillman. So
there's a difference.
That went well. Yeah, huh?
There's a difference.
Definitely is a difference. So it took a minute though. It took a good while for me to hear back from them. I just actually thought I didn't make it. And then I responded. I asked them like, hey, are y'all still picking people? They was like, yeah, we still picking people. We'll get back with you. Then I got my email with the letters and stuff in it. Disclosure forms, release forms to be filmed, to be able to use my image, that type of thing. So the first filming was on Sunday. That was an interesting experience. I'm just gonna say that, very interesting. That's the good. The bad right now is I've had some issues. I've had to kind of cut off some people, and they cut me off. Mainly like some male friends or whatever. And I mean, we solely are friends, you know, so I thought. And just kind of had some disagreements with them. So, and one of them was today, and it was kind of shocking because him and I are super cool, and I didn't like something he said to me. So that's the bad. What you said, the good, the bad,
and the ugly.
Shit, that is ugly.
That's what I'm going to say. It sounds like it.
Yeah, that's the ugly. I guess the bad would be September was a slow month for me in regards to business. So I got to kind of pick up this month with clientele and stuff like that. So I guess that's bad.
Q, you over here like smiling and grinning like you want to ask Tiffany something?
Nah, she seems real sad about it. I don't want to ask her about it. I mean, it just sounds like I don't know what happened. Why so many people cutting you off? And what's going on?
So first of all, okay, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes down, okay, so what I did say is that I manage artists too. So I have 4 artists that I manage, 3 males and 1 female. So of course, with artistry, with music, it's male dominated. So when I meet guys, I come at them on business, solely business. I don't want to get into the habit of, you know, doing anything outside of that. So one of them put himself in the situation to want to have more from me, in my opinion, than just business. Because when I was introduced to him, it was about a showcase that I signed my artist up for. So that kind of led to us having conversations and talking and going to dinner. However, I made it very clear in the beginning, like, no, you know, this is just business. I appreciate what he brings to the table because he is very, very knowledgeable in business. But then somewhere it went left. And I'm not pointing fingers. It could have been him, could have been me, but he kind of took it out on one of my artists, and I'm like, look, this business, like you knew this from the beginning, so.
Oh, he kind of like mixing it too. He crossing the lines or blurring the lines.
You know what? This the thing. I really want to have a conversation with him.
And you should
to fully understand. Yeah, because I never want to assume anything. But to me, in my opinion, I felt that, and him and I had never been intimate. Nothing has ever happened, but it just seemed like he kind of got in his feelings about something.
What was in them conversations though?
Huh?
He said, "What was the conversations?"
Yeah.
So honestly, like when you mean the falling out, or just on a daily when we would talk?
On a daily, for him to even think that, So
I'm not gonna say that he wasn't attracted.
I can push up on it real quick. Oh, what?
So he didn't come at. He never came at me on some. He's never approached me sexually. He's never been that.
No. Okay.
Yeah, no. He's never been disrespectful in that type of way. But of course, I knew that he found me to be attractive. You know what I'm saying? So I just tried to keep it where we cool. Like he got a lot of clout here. So my artists respect him. They respect who he is in music, who he's connected to, and I wanted to maintain that friendship for them.
Are we talking about Young Jeezy?
No, I would like
the Snowman.
Right. No, I'm not talking about Young Jeezy. That's coming soon, though. That's coming soon.
And if Jeezy push up on you,
Listen, sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
Sorry, I'm so good on that. And the thing about it, Jesus like really would hang out in the neighborhood I was from when he was here. So.
Well,
let
me say this though. Definitely, you say you want to have a conversation with him, and you should, because a lot of times, people fall out with one another, and it is a misunderstanding. And so, once you have a conversation, and if it's something where you guys still just aren't on the same page, or he had different intentions, then it just is what it is for you to go your separate ways. But as long as you communicate about what it is you want, you can go out to dinner. You can have dinner dates. You can have dinner meetings or whatever to get to know more information about something. Yeah, you can, Q. Because we can't go and eat and talk about dinner versus you like, well, can I come over? Or he trying to call after y'all leave. It's like, we don't really have nothing else to talk about.
Who paid for the dinner?
So, honestly, we have both at some point in time paid for each other's dinner. Like, I think for his birthday, I took him out. He's taking me out. So it's never been where, what's that look?
I mean,
it seems like maybe he wants more. And then maybe because
it sounds like both of them want more. They both doing a little much to me for just business. You take him out for his birthday. You probably dancing on him. You going,
So this what happened. He had a birthday event that I told him I was coming to, and I did not go. So, in order to kind of, because I hate to tell people I'm coming in, I don't. That is kind of tacky. So I was like, well, we'll just go grab something to eat. I'll pay for it.
Yeah. Right.
So when things kind of started going left, it was kind of confusing. I didn't really understand why he was kind of giving me the attitude. But hey, I'm cool with that. If you kind of try with me and you got another bitch you talking to, I don't have a problem with that. Cool.
Right.
I still wanted to maintain the business relationship as it relates to my artist. You don't even have to talk to me anymore. But anything that we had talked about as it relates to my artist, then I think we should be able to keep that up. And if you're not able to do that, then I got an issue with that. Because at the end of the day, business, that's just how I feel.
Business is business.
Yes, sir.
Period. That's it.
What about you?
Like
no, go keep going, Tillman. Go ahead. Open platform.
I mean, that's just how I feel. Like I feel like if I'm gonna manage artists, I'm gonna meet guys. I'm gonna meet guys. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do business dinners. We're gonna have conversations outside of my artists.
Right.
But both of us gonna have to be able to maintain that side of business. And the reason why the reason why I stay away from it because I don't want to be that manager that people feel like, oh, well, she want this for her artist, so she could take one for the team. I don't even want to start that. I don't even want that rumor out there. So I want to be able to keep it where I want to be a big deal. Like Waka Flocka Mama. Like you already know what she about. She coming in and handling business.
You Q. What I want you to tell me what is good, what is bad, and what's ugly.
What's good is Eastside Q and PDGC.
Tell me about what's PDGC.
That's what people are making me call my brand. It stands for prostitutes don't give change.
Don't give change.
That's a real life fact. It's just going well right now. You know what I mean? It's going good. It's growing. It's growing organically, or what's the word?
Organically.
Organically.
You got it.
Organically. And just people just fucking with it. That's what's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's bad is like niggas being lame as fuck. Just niggas being too old and just too lame for their age group or for their age range. Niggas just be lame.
Is there something that happened?
And shit that always happen. Niggas just be lame, That's it.
Okay.
Niggas are not who they say they are or who they portray to be.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, for a fact. And that's the bad. And the ugly is like on some real shit, like people in real life. Like people not on Instagram are ugly.
You mean like their features?
Like physical people without filters. Fucking ugly. They're fucking ugly.
So let me ask you this.
There's so many fucking ugly people in Atlanta.
So as a man, are you turned off by filters? Or do you pay attention to if somebody is always using a filter?
Oh, I pay attention to people that's always using filters.
Because we talked about this one time. You and I talked about this one time.
Yeah. It's not good, I don't like it at all.
No.
I don't like it.
No. Well,
I wish people would just be ugly. Just be ugly. If you're ugly, just be ugly. Yeah, because guys, we can do shit. It's not even just women. It's dudes too. Like if your hair is going, nigga, just put on a hat or fucking cut that shit. Do something, but don't be getting the fucking the fucking Velcro shit on your head and all that bullshit and all the fucking the Beijing shit and all that. Just let it do what it do. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just be ugly. You know what I'm saying? And
just
many
be
people
yourself.
don't want to be ugly no more.
How about just be bald? Why are you saying be ugly? Like maybe they
I said
because
just
they
be
don't want to
yourself.
be bald. They don't be bald because they think it's gonna be ugly. They think it's ugly. They think they're not gonna get girls. They think it's something. I'm just saying for anybody, just be ugly.
But it might not be ugly though. Maybe once they go bald, it may be
Maybe it's uncomfortable.
Right, but what I'm saying is they gonna think it's not attractive to other people. Because if they thought it was gonna be attractive to other people, they'll cut that shit off yesterday. They ain't gonna do that. They holding on to that shit.
What'd you say?
They can't think that George Jefferson is sexy neither though.
Because George Jefferson was just being ugly. He was just being himself.
And he ain't care though. Because Weezy wasn't going nowhere.
But that's the thing though. Just be you. Just be ugly. Talk about myself too. Just do.
But why people gotta be?
Why
people gotta be ugly?
It's
just why they gotta be ugly? Just be imperfect.
Yeah, that's
and that's ugly. Okay. And I don't know if y'all seen this post floating around Instagram lately, but it's something about like social media has made people feel like perfection is attainable. Don't get caught up in that, and it's very true.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like, yo, just be, it's crazy how you see a person with no makeup and then with makeup is fucking crazy. That shit should be a fucking crime.
Wait a minute now. These are two different things we're talking about.
No.
Well, but I understand what you're saying. Like, sometimes when you see a person, like, with no makeup on, and then, like, when they get, like, this beat, it's like...
It's a crime. They're not the same person. If you put the girl with no makeup, the same girl, no makeup and with makeup, somebody would not say those are the same people. If the girl with makeup did the crime, and they show her without the makeup for a lineup, that bitch is getting off. She's getting off. She's not going to jail. That's a crime. She's wearing a disguise.
Not all makeup, though.
Spy.
Not all makeup, right? Because some makeup looks natural, and some isn't a lot, and then some is over the top.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm only speaking on the extreme ones. I'm only speaking on the uglies. That go from like a 3 to a 9. That shit is a crime.
I think this is the meanest thing that a man can say. Like, it is not that serious.
No.
It's not serious.
Is that serious?
It's not, because that's why it's called makeup for a reason. And the thing about it is,
making up a lie.
Because when you say that, we would have to tie into, well, what's ugly, because that's a personal preference, right?
Right.
So that turns into a whole nother realm of conversation we're not even going to answer to into tonight, because when I say attractive, I may feel like it's very
right. But what I'm saying is don't hold up on the word ugly. What I mean by ugly is, like, if you met a dude at the club and he got a certain car he pulled up in, this and that, he got a beard, he handsome as fuck, woo woo, he dark skinned at the club, he got a beard, he got BMW keys, that, and then when you get back to the house, he washed his face, he light skinned, the beard came off, them keys was really Toyota keys. Like, nigga, you're not the same person. That's not you. That's what you portray was not you. So when sometimes people have, if you better do it, he had like a fake fade on. Like, the nigga really bald. But you see him at the club, and he got braids and shit. And then you talking to him and this and that. And later you see, you ain't got no braids. You gonna be like, what the fuck? That shit's crazy. That's all I'm saying. Is like, just be you. Just be you. Because nowadays it's getting a little out of hand. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I can understand what he's saying, but go ahead, Tiffany.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not going to happen. We are in a world of face beats and filters, and it's not going to change. People, you're going to have to if you have concerns, then I don't think I can tell these men is get to know these women. Go on a couple of dates before you decide to get serious or what have you. But as far as what your request is or how you're feeling, makeup is not going anywhere. We love makeup. We love a good face beat. That's what makes us feel good. And we love filters.
I don't want it to go anywhere. I'm just saying some of it, like, just.
I think it's just a preference. It's
not
a
even
preference.
Yeah, but it's not even a male, female. I mean, for guys too. Come on, bro. Like, come on with the stick on fade, man. Like,
with the what?
It's like it's fucked up.
The thing is, we gotta meet each other one day in person. You know, so
yeah. But you try to invest it in this man that's not really him.
And see, you know what? To be honest, that used to always be one of my biggest fears, and this is a conversation for another day. But I've never wanted people to accept me for something that I wasn't born with. And so for the longest time, I had an issue with wearing like a lot of makeup or even particular ways to wear my hair, weaves, wigs, all these types of things. But I had to get comfortable in who I am as a person to be able to do those things, because I used to say I would hate for somebody to wake up and, well, not with me, but it was up for somebody to go to bed with you and they wake up and be like, what is this? Like,
exactly.
This isn't who I went to sleep with. So for me, I've just always liked to be pretty much accepted for the core of who I am and what I have and what I look like. And
I mean, I know girls that don't do an Instagram story or a picture without a filter. And then when you see him in person, that ain't even the same. Because a filter smooth your skin out, make your nose more whatever. It do everything. That's not even the same. You're not even the same person no more. It's some people that you wouldn't even recognize without a filter. You seen them in person. That shit just crazy. That's all. That's all I was saying. Is that's the ugly.
Some of them filters real strong. I found one about 2 weeks ago. It was beautiful. I was like, ooh, this is dangerous. Anyway, we can talk.
Some people use that shit every day.
No. I
be living a false life.
Every time I post a natural picture, I'm thinking about you, Q.
Yeah.
Shit is rough, man. Real.
I mean, this some Atlanta shit too.
Tiffany don't need no filter. Day. Tiffany don't need no filter.
Well, see, I use filter because I have blemishes, so it just depends on.
We all do.
That's fine.
And I want you to want me for these blemishes, baby.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I'm about to say. Now, any guy that I've gotten close to, because I don't wear makeup every day. I'm too lazy to put it on every day, and I'm damn sure not gonna pay for a face beat every day. So by the time I start getting close with a guy, he done seen me in a ponytail, he done seen me in tights, and he done seen my full skin. So for me now, personally, that's why I was saying at some point the guy should see you, and then he can make his choice after that. But I'm not that person that posts a filter in all of my pictures either. And for people that do, that's cool. I don't have a problem with it. But at some point, you and that person, y'all going to meet at dinner someday. Y'all going to talk. So you're going to be able to see past a filter or a face beat, But it just depends. Like right now, today, I don't have a filter on, but I have on some light makeup. But like you still can see like blemishes and stuff right here. And so we just like to use those filters sometimes to, we feel like it's a bad month,
Let that blemish shine.
Huh?
Let that blemish shine. It's like how toast got them different, hues of brown. It still tastes good. It's fine.
Did he just say toast? Well, I thought about cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah. And you want the part that got the darkest. That's got the most cinnamon on it.
Ooh, hello.
And then you talking about if I meet a dude in the club and he dark skin and I get home, he like. See, that's another issue too that y'all have. Y'all have a complexion preference. I don't care about color niggas. I don't care if he light skin, dark skin. We too grown to be dealing with prism. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we too grown for that. I don't care. I don't care about complexion on a man. I like I don't. I like light skinned niggas, dark skinned niggas. I don't care about.
She don't discriminate.
I do not discriminate. Because if he a nice looking man and he smells good, he got that cologne that kind of have that masculine smell, girl. Ooh. I don't care what color he is.
Let me tell you.
Like like a man, if his hands look strong, like that, you see the veins in his hands.
Yes.
Look. I do not care about no complexion on no man. That does not matter to me.
Boy, you had those spirit fingers. Listen, when I tell you, I'm the same way. I look at men's hands. Like I like them strong hands. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that masculinity, but I don't care about what
that cologne too. And they messed up with that black ice air freshener. That car air freshener smell like a whole Negro been up in here. I'm like, ooh.
I like to get those candles. They make masculine candles now. Like they the black or gray. Oh, they smell so good. I love them.
Yeah, so I like a strong, nice masculine man. Alpha male. Anyway, okay. All right, we done talk a lot. So we're going to get into our episode today. And today we are talking about hoes. So my question today is, what's so wrong with turning a hoe into a housewife? Like, that's...
You said what's so wrong with it?
Yeah, what's the problem with turning a hoe into a housewife? So before you say anything, I want to ask y'all what y'all definition of a hoe is. What you think a hoe is?
But it's different types of hoes. We talking about a woman that gets paid for sex like an actual hoe, or you talking about a whore? The girl that just fucks
Let's say whore.
for free.
Let's say whore. A girl who ain't getting paid for it.
You can't change you can't change no whore into a housewife. You could change a hoe into a housewife for sure. I think so.
Tiffany? I know, we both kind of stumped. We'll come back to that. I'm going to need an elaboration on that.
Yeah.
Tiffany, what is your definition of a whore? A hoe. A girl that you would say she a hoe.
So I genuinely try to stay away from that type of terminology because, okay. So when people say that, like people may say, oh, she a hoe or that girl a hoe. But do she be knowing that she a hoe? You know, like that shit might be new to her. Like, oh, that's what you call it? Like, because what set the standard of being a hoe? What is it, a certain body count? Is it who you choose to be with? How many times you choose to be with that person? So when it comes to that, I genuinely try to stay away from. And then too, something else. This, and I'm keeping it a book. When guys say, "Oh, well, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife," where is that coming from? Because most times you really don't know too much about this person that you're with. You don't have all the details about her background or who she used to be. Mm-hmm. And this potentially could be the woman that you are planning to marry. And it's a nigga somewhere that feel like, oh, he's married that hoe. But yeah, like you might have a girl that you genuinely like and you got feelings for this girl and you getting ready to marry her, and then you got somebody feeling like, oh, you know, he with this hoe, and you looking like, well, what hoe? Who you talking about? Or she may not even know that was what people thought of her. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like it's kind of immature to have that thought process, because I think at this point everybody got bodies. Mm-hmm. Now, if we want to start setting numbers on, okay, well, this nigga got this many body, or, you know, he a hoe, or she got this many body, then that's what it is. But to me, I didn't know that people even still, especially like in college or once you become adults, I didn't know that people were still kind of trying to figure out, well, what or who this person is connected to. Because I can't believe a nigga to tell me he only been with 10 girls. Well, or he's only been with 10 girls. I don't believe that shit. I don't even ask man what his body count look like, because I'm not expecting him to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but to answer the question, then I would have to say, yes, I do believe that if a woman at some point in her life had hoe tendencies, or she went through that whole stage, or whatever you want to call it, yes, I do genuinely believe that she can decide, like, you know what, I'm ready to settle down. I want to change my ways. I want to only be with one person. She meets somebody. So yeah, I believe that can happen.
And that's
having a whole phase don't make you a hoe. It's people that are hoes. Whole phase ain't shit. Everybody has a whole phase. Every woman has a couple whole phases, probably, maybe. That don't make you a hoe.
What
your
makes you
mindset
a hoe?
And your lifestyle. Oh, it got to be a lifestyle to make you a hoe. It can't be a weekend. Weekend don't make you a for life hoe. It's a lifestyle.
So wait. So when you're saying, so initially Q, you said that a whore, like somebody that's just out here getting it in without payment, you can't turn these people into a housewife. But what you're saying is this is something that they consistently want to do. Like they want to jump from man to man. Or man, he want to jump from woman to woman.
Oh, I'm just speaking on me. Like I think I could marry a girl that has sold pussy more than a girl or a woman that's just a whore.
Why?
Because she stole pussy, doing it for a reason. She's doing it, it's business. And she turn it on and off. Right? It's about a monetary gain. With a girl that's just a whore, she's just doing it to please a motherfucker, to be one. some motherfucker make somebody else feel good. If a dude asks her more than one time, she's like, fuck it, I'll just do it. There's no reason behind it. She's getting nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, it's just who she is. Like, that's her satisfaction.
Right. So that means you might be with her, might be dating her, and she go to a party, she see a dude that's cute or something, she gonna be like, shit, this is my chance. A hoe, she know the game. And a girl that's just a whore, she might get talked out of her drawers easy. You know what I mean? Lied to. I'm a girl, I'm gonna put you in this movie. A girl that's really a hoe, they're really selling that shit, you got to show her. And if she do the hoe, she bringing that shit back home to everybody.
And you okay with that?
I ain't say I'm okay with it, but I'd rather that be on my side than just a girl that just want to fuck. Just a girl that's just like, you know, just getting tossed up real quick and coming back home. I'd rather her, if she gonna get tossed up real quick, she bring a fucking stack back home.
Oh, you ain't gonna get none of that fat.
Huh?
You ain't getting none of that fat. I can tell you that now.
I don't care if she give it to me or pay the bills. At least she bring it something.
As long as it's going to the greater good of the household.
But what I'm saying is, it's business for her. She ain't gonna do it unless she ain't gonna fuck what she got, cause she know they be knowing what like real love is and shit. Like they know what real love is. A hoe know what real love is on the low. She know her pimping on love. Like she know that shit. Like she know what real love is when she run into it. You know what I'm saying? I think.
You like no, Tiffany?
Because what led her to prostitution was a lack of real love or some type of trauma. Like no woman that hasn't experienced some type of severe trauma or mistreatment by men decided to prostitute. So
I mean,
you can't say that. You can't say that.
I mean, but that would be in both cases though. Like whether you getting paid for it or not, like there's some type of trauma there that is gonna make you
have that
insatiable appetite.
You can't assume just every woman that's so pussy got some daddy issues or love issues. Some motherfuckers, everybody that's stripped ain't got daddy issues. Everybody that's stripped ain't been abused. They just like fast money. You gonna fuck anyway. Why not pay for it?
Have you had like conversations with?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
That's how I know. Let me say this. People.
I've never met a stripper who didn't have some type of like, I don't want to necessarily say a severe trauma, but they have had something very serious that led her down that path. I haven't met one girl that I know that woke up that was cool, or not to say cool, but I don't know one young lady who just woke up one day and said I want to be a stripper. All those girls who I have had conversation with, it was some shit that happened that kind of put them in that place. But back to what you're saying, I mean, that's why I say it's kind of like you have to define what, you know, it's kind of hard to say, oh, well, no, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife because his terminology is completely different than what if I was talking to somebody else what they consider to be a hoe or, you know, that's my first time hearing that. But if I talk to another dude, he would say something different. But what I was about to say too is, you know, you can talk to a couple of dudes and they feel like, you know, a girl that's a sideline. Oh, she a hoe. I've heard that several times. Like, oh yeah, that hoe over there.
That's a sideline. What's a sideline?
Like a side chick. But I think that's maybe a terminology. You talking about a side chick?
Sideline?
You don't know what a sideline chick is or a side piece?
Oh yeah. I know it. I've never heard it called a sideline.
Okay. What do you call it?
I don't know. I just call her name.
What you call it? Wow, what you call it though? What you call a side piece?
I was about to say so bad.
Exactly. Them girls were winning. They were winning. They from 2012 to 9, side pieces were winning. But if you talk to somebody else, they'll feel like, oh, she a hoe. You messing around with somebody's husband or somebody, oh man, that's to me, that's something I consider to be a hoe, you know, because I don't mess with married men. So you have to kind of, you know, it's gonna vary from person to person.
I think it's like how you said about ugly, like it's a preference on that person, you know. But at the same time,
That was my. Go back to what
no,
you
I said
like. That's what I
feel like. Yeah, I'm giving you credit for it.
This is good. I just need some popcorn.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, but at a certain time, on some real shit though, you as a woman, yeah, you don't like to use that terminology and shit, but it is a number. If you heard this one got 120 bodies, you're gonna be like, she a hoe.
And so that's what I mean. So I want to interject. That's what I mean when I say, because my definition of a hoe would be somebody who has an extensive body count, and maybe they haven't stopped and they keep going. Everybody know she done slept with a bunch of people. What? Why you shake your head?
I think you can be with that, but you don't want to.
You said what? And so that's the thing. So it's like when you are with somebody who has an extensive body count. I had a person. This was a guy who told me this. He just nonchalantly said it. I was like, "How many people you done been with?" He was like, 100 people easily. I was like, 100 people?
That ain't shit though. That ain't shit.
100 people. 100.
That ain't shit for a man.
Oh my God. And yeah. But
that ain't shit. Y'all gotta put it on averages, like just say Adrian and Tiffany.
Oh, hold on, pause. Tiffany, is 100 a lot? 100 people? That's 10 people for 10 years.
I consider that to be kind of high. That's high because that's more than your age. But what I was about to say is, if she has 100, chances are she's a prostitute. She's not a hoe. She's a prostitute.
But I said that this was a man.
Well, sorry, he said a hoe and a whore. So you said a hoe is somebody that get paid, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I mean, but a prostitute, yeah, or a whore.
Oh. Well, we're talking about according to Q's terminology. If she got 120 bodies, she's a hoe.
No, I'm not saying for me. I'm just saying it has to be. You have to have a number in your head. Your own shit.
I do have numbers. I do have a number that but I don't feel like a guy will ever disclose that anyway. Now that dude right there was very random to tell Adrian that. But
wait. And let me say this. This wasn't a guy I was talking to. This was a guy who is he likes men, and so we were talking about that. And I just asked him, I was like, how many men you done slept with? He's like, like 100. I was like,
and he on the light side.
I was like, damn. He's young. He's way younger than me. I think, no, maybe like 7, 8. I don't know. But
I don't believe that men just out here. You talking about that's on the light side. I don't believe men just out here.
Me neither.
With 200 plus bodies.
Yeah.
In their 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gigolos. Well, let me ask you this. Well, at this point in time, to be with somebody, and so I'm 30, I'm in my late 30s, and if somebody asks me like, how many people have you slept with, I'm gonna be like, we really having this conversation? Like, does that really matter? You know, I think at this point in time, it doesn't matter. What matters is what your health card says. Okay.
I don't even ask because I don't feel like I'm gonna get a true number from him. And
well, I mean, what does it even matter?
Well, it depends, man. Like everything depends. It depends on your location. Now, if you a girl, I feel a female. I don't know the population of Macon, but if you got 50, 60, and you in Macon, you done fucked 2 of my cousins already.
Macon is bigger than you think, though. See, I think
that's what I'm saying. I don't know that. But if you in Quitman and you done fuck 20 people, 30 people in Quitman, you done fuck 2 of your own cousins. So
why you gotta do us like that?
I'm just saying, y'all like 1 or 2 stoplights. You had to
3.
You know what I'm saying? 3 now probably. But like if you in New York, a girl in New York, she got 60, 70. You ain't gonna never see them people again, probably.
See, and I've heard that too. I've heard that they are very fast in New York. Like not just the life, but as kids, they are very fast. Like it's not abnormal for them to be 10 and 11 and have already had sex. It's not abnormal.
I'm just speaking on patient wise. Like New York's so fucking big, got so many people. Mm-hmm. You can live in the same building as people and would never speak to them a day in life. You can be on the same block as people, and you going to pass 5,000 people every day. In Atlanta's small. Atlanta is fucking big. And if you in a certain bar scene like I am, I'm in like dive bars, I see the same people all the time. So if this girl most likely don't fuck somebody I know, and don't fuck a couple people I know. So it's just like, it depends on how secure the man is too. Now, if you secure with being next to a dude that used to, tear the back out your old lady, or tear the back out of him, you fine. I'm fine with me and exes. Mm-hmm. I don't care.
When he said that somebody was tearing out somebody's back,
for sure.
A lot of times y'all have masculinity issues anyway. So it's just a lot of things that we can't disclose, to you without you feeling, get into your fragile ego and your insecurity.
Yeah,
this is very true.
That's what I'm saying. I can't speak for most guys, but I think me, like, I'd rather know you as a whole or you up front before I run into these dudes. Like, I don't mind being around people you used to fuck. I really, really don't.
You can't trust what he say anyway, cause he's flicking his feelings.
Exactly.
So you can't trust what that. Like, I ain't gonna trust what another bitch say about a dude I'm with.
Exactly, because she don't want to see you win.
Yeah, so you can't trust that a nigga be like, oh, you mess with that hoe, yeah, nigga.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sometimes you can.
That part.
What's really the problem?
But it depends on how that person talks. It depends on the character of that man. If the character of that man is a lying, in his feelings ass, embellishing ass nigga, then you can't.
Right. But sometimes it ain't from them though. You can hear shit from, if I hear something about this one girl over and over from different people in different groups of shit.
Oh yeah. Most likely, well, that's consistency.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's consistency. And then at the end of the day, you have to determine if that's something you want to mess with or not. Like, that's just what that is. But yeah,
y'all ain't gonna say how many bodies y'all got.
I told you I'm a virgin. I already told you none.
See,
the fuck. Anyway, so we're moving on to these.
A real lady.
That's right. A real lady never tells.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
But I can tell you what, any nigga I done been with, we still good. Ooh. My name's still good.
Ooh, still ring bells down there. I hear you.
And that's on period.
That girl got
pull them out the house.
That girl got them jingle bells.
It's still my reputation. I'm cool with my dude.
Let's see. I like to have an amicable relationship with people who I have, because I'm a virgin, so I like to have an amicable relationship with people. And that's just who I am. Sometimes people just don't want to talk to me anymore because of their feelings, but it's never about homegirl.
Are you okay with your dude keeping relationships with girls he done beat their back out? He done did some,
Nah, that ain't happening.
Oh. So if you had a guy right now, if you had a man right now, you gonna cut off all them ties? Yeah.
That's right.
Or you just ain't gonna tell him?
Ain't gonna tell who?
You just do. Boyfriend right now. And
no.
You with dudes you done have relationships, even though you a virgin. You got, guys you have relationships with that, you still cool with. Nothing funny going on, nothing woo-woo. If your man asks you, do you still, talk to somebody that you used to mess around with, you gonna tell him, you gonna break off that relationship you done had way before you had this dude. You gonna break that off, or since he can't do it, can you, what's the...
So this is the thing. This is me. This is how I roll. So I don't like to be able to ask somebody to do something that I'm not doing. So when it comes down to being in a relationship and still keeping in contact with people that I've had relations with, I'm going to let them know, like, they may just call and be like, hey, what's going on, da-da-da-da-da, and I may be like, oh, I started dating now, I got a boyfriend, whatever, and they be like, cool, I respect that. They ain't going to call. But the ones that keep calling, I'm going to say, hey, so we real good, we cool, but, like, we just can't keep an open line of communication like that, because I wouldn't want my man talking to somebody that he had sex with. I don't care how long ago it was, because that's just something I don't want. Like, there can't be a day that I come in the house and I'm like, who you talking to or who you texting? Oh, that was just Tisha. What y'all talking about? Oh, nothing. Like, no, like, that doesn't make me feel comfortable. So I'm not saying that you have to be mean and you have to burn the bridge, but I definitely think that there has to be a line of separation. That's just how I feel.
What if it was just a one time blow, but we cool. You know, we tried it, we didn't like it, or we didn't even, you know, it just happened, and, you know, I don't know if you ever had any of those, but
and what?
You know, he huh?
And what? Keep going with your story or what you're asking.
Like, if it happened one time, like, we fucked around one time, we was just, you know, on some shit, we tried it, you know, it just wasn't for us. And we still cool. We've been cool for 5 more years after we done fucked around. We did it one time. Now I get with you. No man can't keep that relationship, even though it's been totally platonic. You know what I'm saying? And at one time, you don't want him to talk to her no more either.
But what I'm saying is, like, what do you mean? Like, what are they doing? That's why. Like, what are they doing?
What you mean?
He don't need to talk to nobody. He can talk to me.
What? See, that's what's wrong with y'all now.
But no, being honest, don't say Jesus effing Christ. I hate when people say that. But being honest, listen. If somebody want to call you and say happy birthday or something like that, that's cool. But if somebody got to talk to you consistently, like, and y'all used to have sex, or y'all had sex once, and
yeah,
what are y'all, best friends or something, and it didn't work?
No, it ain't got to be all that. But I'm just saying, like, I think a man should always keep a female friend. I think a woman should always keep a man friend, because, like, sometimes you have to work shit out. You can't be around, like, a whole group of women trying to figure out why men do certain things. That don't work.
Well,
it don't never work.
Well, let me say this. It depends on how my partner feels about it. Because some people are secure in the fact that, oh, y'all had sex when it didn't work. Y'all just friends. I don't have a problem with you going out, hanging out. I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to think about that right now. That don't sit well with me, because honestly, I've never had a guy where he just had sex with somebody one time and it didn't work, and now he want to hang out with his friend. No, they was still messing around. So it just, maybe I'm not the one to ask that question to, because it's a no for me. Like I said, you don't have to burn the bridge, but you have to respect my relationship just like I respect other people's relationship. And I just did, well, that has nothing to do with nothing, but I'm just big on respecting other people's relationship. And what I was about to say is, this guy was, I can't say he was trying to talk to me, but he was just like, ooh, just chocolate, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, hi. But I asked him, I was just like, are you in a relationship? That's just where I am in my life. Like, I just need to know out the door, because I want to be respectful. So I was like, are you in a relationship? It's not for my benefit or for my gain, but I want to be respectful if you are. And he came back with this old not answering the question, fluffy comment, praising me more. And I'm just like, whatever. But I think it just kind of depends on your mate and how, it depends on a lot. It depends on your experiences. It depends on your level of trust. It depends on your triggers. And it depends on your communication in your relationship. That's my answer.
Yeah. And a lot of y'all niggas y'all be dating these soft as fuck too.
You said what?
Y'all gotta stop that.
What?
Dating niggas with a whole bunch of insecurities and shit. And you be cutting off shit in your life because he insecure.
I know.
That's what I was about to say. I don't cut off anybody until I know for sure where this guy and I are going.
See, so, Adrian be dating a nigga for 3 months, cut off everybody.
No, I don't.
No, I said your mama, your daddy.
I said in a relationship.
Your daddy. Yeah.
I said in a relationship.
Be like, daddy, he don't like you. You got to go.
Yeah, I don't cut off anybody until we have considered ourselves to be exclusive.
That's what I said. That's the same thing I said.
Yeah, okay, I said, or maybe a little bit before that, like it's just kind of starting to get a little, we're starting to get a little bit closer, and this other person, is kind of wanting to spend more time with me, and then I'm getting close with this other guy, and maybe then, but I don't cut people off like that.
Cause you seem like an overlapper. Sound like what you just said. Overlap it a little bit.
What's the overlapper?
Just an overlap. Like you don't cut one, you just gotta. That's
right.
You gotta
get in where you fit in. That's right.
Yeah, because see, I won't be sexually involved with both of them, but I want to be able to still keep the other one on the team until I know for sure what me and old boy gonna do. Because
the one you stringing along, you just gonna send him a couple. There's no one still there, still alive.
Yeah, I sent him a couple of hey big heads.
Yeah.
I
thought with that.
Yeah, just to make sure we did.
Yeah, send him a couple pictures. Like, hey man, still here.
Yeah. But I don't talking to somebody for like 2 months and everything good and great. Y'all happy, y'all on dates, and that shit go left real fast.
Listen.
So I don't want to cut off my regular.
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'll wait.
Miss about 3 times a week.
Let me ask this though, because I have a hard time with that, right? I'm just gonna be. This is authenticity. So you know how you say, you don't want to cut off your regulars. Like, I get bored with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep somebody idle, like just sitting there like a car, like, for what?
What you mean you get bored with people?
Oh, it has to be. It genuinely has to be a mutual understanding. Because you do have those relationships, and everybody has had one at some point in their life. But it genuinely has to be a mutual understanding that you guys are serving each other for that particular purpose, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it starts to get kind of sketchy or feelings and stuff start getting involved, now you got different issues, and sometimes that does happen. But it genuinely has to be, I like you or we like each other, but not that way. Not for us to move forward with anything. We good for what we good for, and that's it. And then we're both very open to, hey, something come along, you kicking it with somebody, just let me know what's what.
So you just right here sneaky linking, is that what it is?
I guess that's what the new age people call it now. When I was younger, it was, you had your cut buddies or whatever.
Right.
But I can genuinely say, because I wouldn't be transparent, I can genuinely say that I had somebody and him and I were that's what we were. That's what it was for the time that we were doing it, until both of us, honestly, we both met people and we moved on. But
nothing's wrong with that.
When it was, no, it's not. I mean, we had a very clear understanding that that's what it was going to be, and that's what it was.
And that's exactly what it should be. You have to have a line of communication. And I'm just saying this because I read it in a book, but you have to have an open line of communication, and you have to say what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody can agree on that, then that's just what it is. And when each of you have to
be honest. You can't be playing around, and it has to be that, and then you have to, just kind of, because you can say, well, hey, I want it to just be us kicking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want, at this point in time, for you, if you get sexually involved with somebody, then yeah, it's time for us to kind of move forward. But it worked well for us. And, it didn't take long before we kind of, like you say, maybe we just got bored with each other. He met somebody, I met somebody. But, we still cool. Like, he still will shoot a text, happy birthday. And it's nothing gonna come from that again. But for that moment in time, that's what worked for us. So you have to really be honest about it. I think the issue and insecurities come from when, somebody start catching feelings or, if you lie to
Stay in
me.
your lane. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, say, if you start telling them lies, I don't have time for that.
And then stop telling people stuff y'all don't mean. If somebody be like, I miss you, don't be talking about I miss you back if you don't miss them. Don't do that. Don't play with nobody's feelings. Just say, I don't like to tell people I feel a certain way when I don't. And I don't want to play with your feelings. You cool, but we...
Ain't nobody saying that shit.
I did that. I promise you I did. This guy was like, I miss you. I was like... He's like, you don't miss me back?
First off, he's a square. He's a square for saying it first anyway.
So a man can't say I miss you first?
Nigga just... I mean, I speak. I'm just on my end.
You ain't... Whoa, brother. You ain't told nobody you missed them first?
No.
I love you first?
No. Yeah, if I felt... Yeah.
That can make you softer.
Yeah, I ain't gonna make... That I miss you shit is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, be okay with yourself for a while. It's okay.
And so what if he is okay with himself? He can't miss the person that is like normally laying next to him.
Bro, you gotta hold that for a minute. You know you're gonna see it again. Stop being soft.
I don't understand. So what you holding it?
You ain't everything you feeling. You ain't gotta shoot it out there real quick. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do feel that shit, sometimes just hold it.
But why?
Because if he would have held, because he don't want to get that fucking response that you gave him. Like, hey, yeah, nigga, you should have held that shit and shut the fuck up. Now you need to gauge this. Your feelings hurt.
However, you need to gauge the situation because if somebody miss you, who's the love and who's the lover. But I'm just saying, and not even the love and the lover because that's more so for relationships, but. When you just kicking it with a person and it ain't that serious and you ain't seen them and you don't call them, like, you should gauge the situation better.
Sure.
Anyway,
he didn't do that.
He didn't. I think we've taken a slight detour. Let me ask this. Let me ask y'all this. So, if you were with somebody who was a whore, body count whore, would you feel intimidated? A body count whore. Mm-hmm. Body count whore. Would you feel intimidated sexually? Like, would you feel, or not intimidated? Would you be self-conscious sexually, like having sex with them because they done been with so many people? Like in your head, would you be like, "Dang, he or she has been with so many people, so I need to do my best"? Or, would you have?
I always do my best.
You just seem very enthusiastic about that.
No, I mean, I'm serious. Like, I always, I mean, if I'm gonna be on that level, I'm trying to be top 5 dead or alive.
Okay.
So
it is what it is.
And I'm not a person that if I'm fucking with you, like I don't really have no stuff that like I won't do, other than like certain shit I don't want to do. Mm-hmm. But like. I suck toes. I do. I lick ass. Eat. I don't give a fuck. If I like you, I like you.
If I like you, I like every part of you.
We can do it.
And there it is.
Not looking at nigga
ass. I would never want. But see, that's one thing. Now, if a girl could do ass, that's a whole nother level.
You gonna let a girl lick your ass?
Because. I mean, I'll let her do it, but I'm gonna think about you a certain way.
Q, are you gonna like ass up? Are you laying down?
I wouldn't be on all fours. No, I'd probably put my leg up. Hold on. Listen to me. I wouldn't see. I ain't no dude like I ain't gonna put both legs. I'm just do one.
Please come and get me now.
I'm gonna just do one.
What you gonna do? Hang one off the bed?
Just like this one.
And he got a short. I'm so
just one.
I'm so
But what about time she get down there to the gooch, right? Some girls lick the gooch. Right?
I hate that word.
Some
that
girls
word
lick the seam. They lick the seam right there, right? Y'all know y'all are seasoned women.
Oh,
I
may be seasoned, but I ain't seasoned in that department.
I ain't talking about eating the ass
it's
yet.
Bland.
I'm talking about just up under the nut.
Oh.
I know that area you talk about, that little fat part.
Adrian said, "Oh, I know that. I know that area." Oh, just that? Oh, yeah. I know. But like by the time she get down there, all she gotta do is go a little bit lower. She lick your ass.
Listen, you're just hilarious to me. Tiffany, are you having any kind of thoughts about this man who has been a whore and got this body count when you lay down with him?
Yeah, we would have to definitely have a conversation. Am I intimidated by it? No, like body count don't intimidate me. You know, like you say, I want to make sure you're good with your health or whatever. But body count don't intimidate me. I'm trying to think what would intimidate me about. Like maybe I would get intimidated by a particular one person he's been, you know, like one person he's been with. Like, oh, you've been with her. Now that could be kind of intimidating, you know, depending on what she looked like or something like that. But as far as like his body count, nah, I don't ever feel like we get a true number. And like Q said, chances are these niggas done been with 150 people anyway.
But no, what I'm saying is not the fact of how many people, but the fact that they've been with a lot of people, and you're like, man, the experience that he has with all these people. Like, I need to step my game up. I need to be on point.
So I guess what you're saying, like, would I be intimidated by my, you know, like, oh, I got to get in here and perform well because I know he didn't, you know, been around the block a little bit. No, he gonna have to get what. Listen, you got to get what I can do because I ain't listen.
Don't be trying to stretch my leg that way.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do the best I can. That's what you're gonna get. I ain't jumping, hanging off nothing. I don't have Megan Thee Stallion needs, so you're not getting you ain't getting no crazy knee game. You just gonna have to get this regular stuff I'm gonna give you. The regular position.
I mean, some of that shit get old too, though. Like that shit be extra as fuck. Like sometimes you just want that. Sometimes you just want pound cake.
That pound cake, just good old missionary when we go to bed. That's it.
Sometimes you just want that. All that other shit all the time.
Yeah.
A bitch do that shit every time. Like, bitch, stop it. Stop. I hate a girl. All that. It's like just suck it regular, please. Just noise and shit. It don't even be doing nothing.
Well, what if that's the way she do it?
But she ain't doing nothing.
You know what?
For her to make them sound, she ain't doing nothing.
Well, let me ask this question.
Because your lips ain't on it.
If somebody's doing something that you don't like, are you comfortable enough to stop them or to tell them to do it a different way?
It depends on what it is. Like if it ain't that serious, if it's just like she's just making a whole bunch of noise, just like care about that. It's just like whatever. But if you trying to go in some places that's off limits, it's like, hey, don't do that.
Hey, don't do that.
Are you that calm?
Well, you know, I mean, because it's not if we're in an act, you're not doing anything. And I've never experienced where you're trying to do it like forcefully. It's like they might just be doing some shit that I really don't like. If it's not nothing like too crazy, it's like I could just thug it out. Like you know, every guy that had girls that use too much teeth, or you know, they teeth, and it's like, you know, sometimes I might just thug it out, or I might just be like, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm ready now. You know what I mean? Like,
But you wouldn't be like, so babe, like, you be using a lot of teeth, so can you like try to be gummy?
No, I just would thug it out. I would thug it out, and I'll just move on from there.
Tiffany.
I'll just move on.
Tiffany, she's looking like, nah, bruh.
So yeah, I have certain things that I really, really hate, so I have to stop them. Like, I really hate for anybody to try to kiss me in my ears, like put their tongue in my ears. I hate it. Like, I hate the sound of it. I hate the way it feels. I'm not even an ear type of girl. Like, him nibbling and kissing on my ears, that don't do anything for me. So
I second that. I can't stand a ear. I mean, a tongue in my ear.
Men like that. Men like.
And what are we in? The 10th grade? Get your tongue in my ear.
I don't know. I can't handle that shit.
I've never cared for it. Like, I don't. That don't do anything for me. So I go ahead and stop that because it gets on my nerves. Like, it make my skin crawl at night when he's like, you know how it sounds. Yeah, like that bothers me. And then what's something else I absolutely hate?
What is it? You know.
So yeah, I stop it. I go ahead and let it be known. Like, no, I'm not.
You can say that.
Yeah, I can. But if you start kissing me in my ear and I may kind of turn my head a certain type of way, or I try to move around, he'll pick up on it like she ain't digging it. So I don't just come out just flat out like, oh, stop doing that. I might just kind of not respond to it, or I may move a certain type of way. But I don't like to give false perceptions neither. I don't want him thinking that I like something I don't like it.
So it's safe to say that, Tiffany, you're just gonna pretty much use your body language to show somebody that you don't like something. You're not really gonna verbally say it. And then Q, if there's something for you to say, you're gonna say it once the moment is over.
Maybe, because I mean, honestly, like I'm appreciative of you, attempting anyway.
Thank
you.
A for effort.
Yeah, thank you. You put that there. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. You fuck with me that much where I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's the effort. It's it's the bind. It's to give you the gift. It's not if it is. Thank you for doing it.
I dig both of those.
I guess I can do that because
I'm trying
that takes a lot of work. So
I'm trying to figure out what kind of person I am.
Guys, we get down there. Some niggas don't know what they doing. They just But at the same time, it's appreciate you going down there, big guy.
What I mean? No, we're gonna stop you right there.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm not giving that.
I'm not saying like, oh, thank you for doing that. But I'm just saying, like,
no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's
but
like, yeah, you didn't get me to that point, but
thank you for your attempt.
Right, because you only did it because you like me. You only did it because you want to please me. But because some motherfuckers would, even though at a certain age you shouldn't, but some motherfuckers just boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And it's like
the sound
effect.
Well, some people probably just got a routine.
I didn't go to college like y'all. I don't know.
Whatever.
That has
nothing to do with nothing.
Y'all vocabulary. Y'all had to write papers and shit.
There are.
That has nothing to do with Facebook.
Exceptional people who did not go to college.
I really should have said words right there. I just didn't know no good words to say.
Oh, okay.
Space.
Like I said, I was just trying to figure out how I am. I think that I'm a. We're just gonna move on.
Right. Like I said, a lady never tells.
We just gonna move on. A lady never tells. When you're young and in college, you're 18, 19, 20 years old. You first get to campus, ton of people. you know, a boy get there and it's like, I'm gonna knock everything down. A girl get there, they feel like, oh, she's supposed to be a lady. But if she wants to knock everything down too, what's wrong with that? And why do we consider those women whores? You know what I'm saying? Versus they're just having the same experience. They're just a different sex.
Yeah, but I mean, I really don't like the whole, like, I believe women and men are equal in certain things. Like, I'm not a religious person. I'm not none of that. I believe, like, just physically, we are different. Scientifically, we are different. I hate that now, you know, nowadays we try to, like, make us equal in everything. Certain things we should be equal in. We should be equal in pay. We should be equal in other things, choices to do this and that, whatever, with your own body. But we are different. We different. Women, you are more like on some real shit, like you are more precious. And if you trying to be on the same level as a man, that shit is not the same. That shit is disgusting. Women's bodies are totally different. You could fuck too many pH level be off, bitch be smashing, and it, like, that shit is real. Like, you can't do what I do, and it shows you in nature. It's certain shit that a man won't have symptoms for that you will have symptoms for. It's certain shit that just shows up in nature, and it just is what it is. So me trying to knock down everything is different than a woman knocking down everything, because most likely she gonna have the worst. It's gonna be worse for her in the end. Yeah, I could have 5 girls pregnant at the same time, and I'm gonna leave. You got to deal with that. You gonna have to have that baby or have that abortion, one or the other. I'm gone. I left college. You didn't even know my real name, so I don't.
So you're just saying you don't think it's a place for a young woman to have fun and have those experiences and have sex with whoever she wants to.
For sure. You said knock down everything, and when you say that, it's like how they say, like, the Amber Rose shit, the slut walk and this and that, and it's like they try to empower certain shit. Yeah, a woman's empowered, but you can't put it on the same scale as the man as how a man can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is, y'all do have different emotions. Do detach from sex.
But you have women who are like that too. You have women who are very much so.
Some of them, yeah, some. And you have some niggas that's tender dick, as they say. Like, he gets some pussy, he in love with her. We do. But at the same time, I think majority of women, first off, like, we got to stop. Like, women are smarter than men, right? Don't stoop to our level.
Okay.
We put y'all on a pedestal for a reason. That's why when a man cheats, it's like, you know, he's a fucking idiot. When a woman cheats, it's different. You know what I'm saying? That means something. You letting somebody inside of you. That's a thing. That should mean something. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. If you pull up to your house and it's a nigga standing out front of your house, it's like, that's weird. Still gonna call the police, but, like, nigga, get off my steps. Get off my porch. If you pull up to a house and a nigga's in your house, we got a big old problem. It's just different. You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying. What about you, Tiffany?
Crazy thing is, I don't necessarily disagree with some of the stuff you said. So to answer your question, yes, it's very much a very strong double standard, and it really is for the reasons that he stated, and it has everything to do with anatomy. So I don't think those standards are going anywhere. It's always been like that from beginning of time, and I think it's gonna, because we were taught that. Like, we're not only taught that biblically, but then we're taught that on the society level. So that is gonna always be the standard. I think the issue just kind of came about when, you know, as time continued to go and go and go, everything became so instant. You know, social media made everything so instant. It made relationships so instant. It made it so fast where when something don't work out, boom, it's okay because I see 101 pretty other girls on Instagram, so I can move on. And it just kind of became the norm over time to keep it moving real fast when that, normally it's not supposed to be that way. And so now everybody get their numbers up, right? So I can't say that I disagree with him. Most of that is very much true. It is a double standard. And the part about us being smarter than men, that's true. We are more strategic with our cheating. If we do decide to cheat, I think it's more accepting for us to accept a man once he cheats. We're more forgiving than a man is, and it's not because of anatomy. It's just because of his ego. He just feels like another nigga that was kind of stepped in his spot. Mm-hmm. But it is for that reason, because he feels now that she's been penetrated, so she's been tainted or whatever. So I don't necessarily disagree with him. I do think it's a double standard, and it goes back to what we said earlier. It's going to depend on what you consider to be a hoe, or what's acceptable to you and what's not acceptable. But it is a double standard, and it's not going to change anytime soon. That's why I don't think anybody is truthful about their numbers. That's why I think girls not going to tell you the truth about how many numbers she have because she feels like you're judging her. A guy may not want to tell because he feel like, or he may tell you because he wants you to know that he feel like that got him popping. You know what I'm saying? So dating is such a game.
It is. I mean, I feel the same way that Tillman feels when it comes to what Q said. Like, you do have some valid points in some of the things that you said, but I can't remember if you said this or not, but I do think that people should be able to do what they want with their bodies. And if they want to have that experience, they can have that experience. But the most important thing is you need to know and understand what you're getting yourself into. So there are different things that come with that, being a woman and wanting to knock a lot of things down or explore all that you can explore. You do have the physiological things where you say your body and what can happen and, down there in your lady parts. Why did I call it lady parts? But anyway, that's something that you have to like sign up for. Like, am I going to be prepared for, doctor visits or just the complications that can come with trying to keep up or trying to live that lifestyle. And then two, right. Certain men want certain women, and a lot of men don't care, and a lot of men do care, as far as what you're doing and who you're doing it with. So I just think that when you're deciding to live that lifestyle, men and women, you need to protect yourself, and you just need to know the stigmas that may come with it, the disappointments that may come with it, just everything about it. So that's just how I feel about that situation. But I do think that people should be able to explore if they want to and do what they want to with their bodies because it's theirs. And whatever repercussions that come, that's something that you have to deal with because this is a decision that you made. And when you make a bed, you must lay in it.
But let's say women should protect yourself more.
Yes, we should. And women, we are emotional creatures. So that's why a lot of time it doesn't work for us because we, get attached and, we get caught up. And I heard a man once say, because I asked him, I was like, why is it not okay for a woman to sleep with X, Y, Z people and men can? And he was like, because like, you guys are like the ideal image that we live up to. Like we're trying to strive to be who you are. So it don't work.
I don't know about all that, but
he was like, it don't work when we're at the same level when it comes to that. Like if you me and I'm you, it don't work. So
and I'm just like, and that's real. That's what I was saying. It's like you put y'all on a pedestal. It's not saying don't fuck around. You can fuck around, but once it gets, you can't. When I talk to you, like, well, you can do it. We ain't the same. Like, don't even say that. Like, because that doesn't help your argument. We're not the same at all. So.
And then at the same time, now I can't say, like, when it comes down to cheating and in relationships, like, it's a pointing fingers type thing because nobody should do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I've had somebody to straight up tell me, like, I didn't marry my wife because she had the best pussy ever.
I heard that too.
You always got to know that. Yeah, you always got to know that it's a possibility. Like, I don't think that I can't. To me, that's naive to think, oh, he with me because I got the best he done had. He was like, no. He said, yeah, I enjoy having sex with my wife, and it's good sex, but it was other things that made him feel like that's the person that he wanted to spend his life with. So to me, I think a nigga be real naive to be wondering whether or not, oh, did he hit it better than me? Chances are there's been a couple of niggas that hit it better than you, but she's with you because it's other things about you that she likes. Yeah, like. Yeah. You being way too arrogant or too cocky. Any of us to think that somebody's with us just because we got the best pussy he ever done had or the best dick. That's a lie.
Yeah, because I heard that from a friend a couple years ago. He said the same thing. He was like, a man told me once, like, you're not gonna marry the person that give you the best head. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, that's not who you gonna marry. Like, you gonna marry the person who.
Because all of us lying in the bed anyway. We lying.
What you mean lying? I ain't lying.
We lying because niggas telling people that, oh, this your dick. No, it's not.
Oh. It's mine.
No, it's not.
This is.
Stop it. No, it's
this
not.
Is mine.
He lying. And then as a woman, you know, until we really emotionally get attached to that person, that's when I feel like we're speaking truth with them in the bedroom.
Like,
that's
for sure.
When it's true. But any other time, these people, let me tell you something, these people be capping.
Well, it's one of those things like where it's a mental connection. Like, once that mental connection is off with somebody that you truly care about, don't even worry about it.
I'm just saying, again, I just think everybody is, you know, because you're in the moment. You're in the moment of sex and you're enjoying it for that moment. So you're saying whatever you're feeling. But
yeah, don't be saying I love you though.
What's that? No. You got that, boy. That's a lot of work. But you definitely not going to get the truth out of these dudes to believe that him telling you, oh, this your dick. No. Okay, yeah. Sure. Thank you.
First of all, don't even be telling me that.
Yours. It could be yours.
And it can be somebody else's.
It's like a timeshare.
Yep. You're right.
It's like an Airbnb is yours for that moment. It's yours, though.
I don't want it.
It's a rental car. It's yours.
Got to return it by 7 p.m.
Yeah. I mean, you can get it again if you want.
So I'm saying all that to say that I think that, you know, people are connected to people, but not because you gave them the best sex they ever had, or, you know, that doesn't necessarily define whether or not this person is gonna be with you. And you know.
And anybody who marries somebody just because of the sex and that's all that's there, they're probably not married anymore. I don't know. You know.
It's not gonna work out.
It got to be something else, something more there. And so that's great though. Like, for somebody to tell me that, like, this man is not gonna marry you because, you know, you the best. You the best in everything. I mean, I might got a few best in classes, you know what I'm saying? But best all around, I'm good with that if I'm not, but I'm just saying.
No, he already done met somebody that cooked better than you. He done met somebody that gave head better than you, or you may be an A in this area and a B in it all has to come together for a man. Like, you can't just be, even if she A's, you know, across the board, he still may have old girl over here that he thinks is prettier, or he likes her family better. It's just a number of things that come into play. Like, it's just not gonna be there. And I think that a lot of girls I love, don't get me wrong, I love a good ratchet song. I love ratchet music. I love female artists. And every female artist out there right now, everybody got the best pussy ever according to them. But that ain't what it comes down to. In the real world, that's not what it comes down to.
Every guy rapper got a big dick, so
he got a big dick, the dick big.
Ryan held 2 pumps in a squirt. Okay.
Everybody.
Man, this was such a really good conversation. I'm so glad that y'all came on and kicked it with me today. So before we go, I just want to ask your tip that you give to the people. So it's about whatever it is that you want it to be about. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to start with you, Q.
A good tip. The titty is only as good as the nipple.
Because prostitutes don't give change. Let me see your sweatshirt.
Fact. Can you tell what it is?
I think you have.
It looks like legs. Oh, it's legs.
You said I think I got an unhealthy what?
I think you have an unhealthy obsession with prostitutes.
It's not unhealthy. I get checked up.
He is protecting himself.
All the tests came back negative.
Tiffany, just give me.
That was unhealthy. Yeah, fine.
It's
okay.
You utilize prostitute services?
Nah, not anymore. This is years and years and years ago.
Oh, okay.
I don't have no problem with it, but years ago, I have for sure.
Why though? Why you felt like you need to use a prostitute?
I don't need to. I was just a young dude that if I had an extra $40, $50, $60, I ain't going to the movies and spending $40, $50, $60 at the movies.
So how many prostitute bodies do you have on
you? 15? I don't know. 15? I don't know.
How do you pick them? You got a type?
Depending on the night, depending on what it is. Sometimes you might meet them different. You might meet them, they might just be walking for real. You might, like, when it was different, you catch them on Craigslist. You look at the pictures. Or, it might be the price that night. It might be what you're looking for. It might be like, you might not even like that body. The price might be right. You know what I'm saying? If you got the money, you get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Do they perform better than the average woman?
Not really, not all the time. It's just like
it's a regular
women.
person.
It's like some of them really good at what they do, and some of them, like I said, like some of them, it's really a business. So, when you just walking around and you just fuck a dude, she thinking ahead of you, like she doing Kegels and shit. She doing this, she doing that. She doing, so her shit super tight. Like she does things because she's running it as a business. She got condoms on hand. She got this on hand. She might have Plan B's on hand. She got the lube in her pouch. She got wet wipes. She got all types of shit. So it's a business. Like
she maintaining her business.
She talk sweet to you. Yeah, she talk nice to you.
I watched this documentary that some porn stars did, and so one of the ladies was saying, like, she always tell guys, like, look, don't expect for your old lady, your wife, your girlfriend to give you this type of performance. She said, well, first of all, I get paid for this type of performance, and I do it a lot. Like, it's just like anything else. They practice a lot. So she said she tells guys that watch porn, don't go and think you fit to go hop in the bed with your old lady and she's gonna do this the same way because she's not getting paid for this. So that's why. Do they perform any better because not any better, but do they do you feel like their performances is a lot more experienced?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like any business. It's like some restaurants perform better than other ones. They both cooking. You know what I'm saying? It's like some girls fuck better than others. It's just how serious are you taking your business? Some girls learn how to squirt. It's just they might not even be around. They learn how to do it because they know that's a feature that somebody will pay for. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like sometimes there's levels to it. Sometimes people think about prostitutes as like dirty or some shit, and it's like no, it's girls that went to school with you right now, that's educated, smart, clean, she sell a little bit on the side. You know what I'm saying? She sell it for a couple $100 though.
Yeah, because out here it's different.
You know, it might be a stripper. It might be strippers sell pussy too. You just saw all this, that big old ass, and look, that shit gonna cost you about $200-300 for one night. But it's a girl that smoke crack. She's selling that shit for $40. But sometimes that shit ain't bad either though.
Girl, Adrian, go ahead and close out this call.
It ain't. She was born with that drip droppy. She just smoke crack.
Close out this call.
Please, just give me a tip for these people so we can log off and I can go get my workout in.
All right. So my tip is follow me on Instagram, tip TIP_D_Titan, tip the Titan. Follow me on Facebook, Tiffany Tillman, and then follow my Jaco's Life Coaching and Resource page at Platinum Crown Management. That's one tip. And then my other tip is stay away from $40 twisties.
Rack Up is on sale. Rack Up. Rack Up.
I'm so done.
Hey, my tip is do you. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do you. As long as you good with you doing you, do you.
At PDGC1. Since we about to get up out of here, at PDGC1.
Hey, when I come down there, I'm gonna need I got a scarf. Dang. I just found it the other day too. I was like, man, I was looking for my scarf, but I'm gonna grab me some scarves and some t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to get Tiffany one so she can go ahead and let them know what it is.
For sure.
But yeah, I love your Instagram stories, how you like have that whole thing going, how it looks like vintage sometimes. Like, it's super dope. It's super dope.
I'm trying.
Hey,
you know?
he be doing it. Both of y'all doing it. Tell me, I cannot wait to watch you. I'm going to have to see if I can stream it because I got rid of my cable a couple of months ago. But I'm going to have to.
Yeah, I think right now, like I say, just a pilot right now. I think what they're going to try to do is film some more episodes and then they're going to try to sell it to like probably Bravo or VH1 or something like that.
Okay then, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Get to it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this show. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. We will see you next time with more chaos, peace, love, and chaos. Peace out.